Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. We got a great match for you. This is Cameron Holzmann going up against David Nishimoto. It should be an excellent match. Both of these guys were semifinalists in this year's tournament. So, yeah, should be an excellent match. Two top-tier competitors here. On the desk, we have Mr. Bill Cariola. Why did I almost mess up your name? I'm sorry. I've known you for what? Like
3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years at this point. Hi, Bill.
Oh my God. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Let's talk about the people in the match, not ourselves.
Yeah.
So this should be a fun one. These are two really, really strong competitors. So we've seen what they've done in tournaments, just in the leagues in general. One of them is a current title holder with the team's title that I'm still not that upset about, but it's fine. Should be a good time. So. Absolutely.
Well, without further ado, first let's bring in David and Anthony. David, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. I have this burp that I'm trying to get out, but it's not coming out, so it's like really killing me right now. But I'm feeling really good about this match. I mean, this is like the closest I've ever been to getting to like a championship match. So a little nervous, but you know, I know Holtzman's a really good player, so the only thing I can do is like play my same game, you know.
I don't want to be the stats guy, but actually you've been in a #1 contenders match before, and this is not a #1 contenders match. So actually the closest you were was when you played Joseph and Matt.
Okay, well, that's where we go.
That was the closest. But yeah,
one-on-one on a one-on-one style then. I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. No, on one-on-one, absolutely.
So
thank you. Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead, Anthony.
No, I was just going to say, David, yeah, you've been here before. You know what you're doing. You know you have the skills. Holtzman's a very good player, so we know we're not coming in here not thinking that he's going to bring up a huge challenge. But you've shown your skill. You've been in a #1 contender match, as Boatman so nicely told you and reminded you about, that you are much better than you even think you are. So,
exactly.
Yeah, you'll be good.
That's
good.
Take
your time, and you got this. I know you don't have a beer with you, but I'll do the drinking for you today.
Thank you so much. I need it.
And now we'll bring in Holzmann and his manager, Koho. Holzmann, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, much like David, I've also competed in the #1 contender match, and much like him, I also earned it completely legitimately by being friends with Kaleb Boatman and not playing matches to get there. So same level of player, both as equal and valid as each other. So I'm feeling really good about that. #2, I watched Sleeping with the Enemy in a public park. So if that doesn't pay off, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Fair enough. Koho, you got anything to add?
He's fucking awesome, and David's good. Let's just let them play and let's move on to the next round. Also, let's go.
Fair enough.
A few words.
I don't know why I did that because we're just I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Anyway, round 1's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right. You get a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge. A lot of cheer throughout the entire match. Remember, keep your hands on screen at all times as we get into your first question, which comes in the category of directors. Who directed Tomorrowland?
So this is the Ayn Rand movie, right? I mean, basically it is.
5, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Bill already breaking me. David.
Brad Bird.
And Holzmann.
Many would agree it's his best movie, Brad Bird.
Okay.
Wow.
Bill, help me.
You guys got some points. We're going to the next question. It's category sci-fi fantasy. What is the name of Klaatu's robot in 1951's The Day the Earth Stood Still? I got nothing to add to this, except for I always want to watch Army of Darkness.
Klaatu's a pretty funny name.
It is a great name.
Funny name.
Yeah. It's my wife's maiden name. My ex-wife's maiden name.
2,
So, yeah.
1, pens down. Going to go to David.
Veratu.
And Holzmann.
Gort.
Gort is correct,
there you go.
but I appreciate David's right. As we get into your next question, the category of romantic comedies, Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore star in what 2007 rom-com? Bill, it's funny. I'm very like OCD when it comes to the categories, and you wrote rom-coms, and I can't explain why that irked me, but it did.
Is it sci-fi, fantasy, or fantasy sci-fi?
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
Music and lyrics.
And Holzmann.
Music and lyrics.
Music and lyrics is correct.
All right. Let's get into your next category, which comes in the category of the 1980s. What name does Isaac Hayes' character go by in Escape from New York? Solid film. So I think it's kind of lost today. The irony of having a Disney kid actor be the lead.
3,
Yeah. So
2, 1. Pens down. Like I haven't done that with Zac Efron all the time. Let's go to David.
Hey, chef.
And Holzmann.
Is it Cabby?
That is also incorrect. Looking for the Duke or the Duke of New York.
Okay.
Cabby is a character in that movie, right?
you are correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Your next question, you're in the category of horror. The Blair Witch Project takes place in what U.S. state?
Now, this movie is boring.
I have not seen it.
Watch some old family home videos. You get the idea. It's the same thing. Just not enough happening.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Holzmann.
I wrote Maryland.
And David.
Oregon.
Maryland is correct. Though Holzmann pronounced it in the most Canadian way possible. As we get to your next question.
Which will come into the category of Oscars. 8.5, War and Peace, and Life is Beautiful all won what Oscar? I think I've seen one of these.
I've seen 2 of these.
Of the 2?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
Best director.
And Holzmann.
I said best international feature.
Best international feature or best foreign language film is acceptable.
Okay.
As we get to your penultimate question, category of crime. What is the profession of Jada Pinkett Smith's character in Collateral? Is this your favorite film in that trilogy, Bill?
What trilogy would that be now?
The Collateral trilogy with Collateral Beauty, Collateral Damage. 5.
That's a
4,
made-up trilogy, but
3,
yes, it is.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to... I was way too proud of that one. Let's go to David.
Lawyer.
And Holzmann.
I wrote federal agent.
Lawyer is correct.
As we get into
no perfect rounds.
Yes, so as we get into your final question, which comes in the category of actors and actresses, is the final category. I'm going to read questions now. So cool. Name both 70s films to feature performances from both Warren Beatty and Jack Warden. Sorry. To go back to the previous one, though, Collateral Damage is fun just to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger try to attempt to pronounce the word collateral.
That is fair. Watching me try to pronounce the word collateral, I don't know what was going on.
It's almost as funny. So.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
I already put Parallax View.
And Holzmann.
Said Heaven Can Wait and Shampoo.
That is correct. So I have Holzmann coming at 6, David at 3. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's what I have.
As we get into the wheel round is going to work like this. Both competitors are going to get a chance to spin the wheel. They like what they spin. They can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. You're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point. Get it wrong, other player gets a chance for the steal. Categories on our lovely wheel tonight are Holzmann's strengths of 21st century live-action musicals and Sony Pictures Animation. David's strengths of 90s Alan Silvestri and 90s Jerry Goldsmith. We also have biopics, horror, family, and crime. So, Holzmann, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Second.
Second, I want to say Boatman just said, "Lovely wheel like Jim Baker." Go back and listen to the tape. That was really weird. Sounded just like Andrew Garfield. Anyway, yeah, second.
Okay, then. As we bring in Anthony, who hopefully doesn't compare me to Jim Baker.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who
I'm more of a
is
Tammy
either.
Faye in my eyes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, David, here's your spin.
Wow. I'm still disappointed in your collateral joke.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Lands on family. Would you like to keep that or
I'll
spin
take it.
again?
Yeah, keeping it.
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Take your time.
All right.
Okay. David, I'm going to give you your questions in the category of family pictures.
Family.
What 2021 family film features characters working at the Royal Gate Hotel? Five. Four.
Multiple
Three.
choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Clifford the Big Red Dog, B. Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway, C. Tom and Jerry, D. Space Jam A New Legacy.
Tom and Jerry.
Correct for 1 point. How many years had David Freeman been missing for when he returned home having not aged a day in Flight of the Navigator?
Oh my God. This was. Oh.
5.
Damn.
4. 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. How many years had David Freeman been missing for when he returned home having not aged a day in Flight of the Navigator?
Damn.
5. 4.
5 years.
That is incorrect. Holzmann for the 2-point seal.
12 years.
That is also incorrect. Looking for 8 years. 8 years.
That's my other guess.
Yeah, that was my second guess.
What specific type of animal is Gus in 1976's Gus?
It's a mule.
That is correct for 2 points.
And that is a tie game.
How does Leslie die in Bridge to Terabithia?
Oh my God. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Drowns, B. Hit by a school bus, C. Leukemia, D. Treehouse fire.
Leukemia.
That is incorrect. Holzmann for the 1-point steal. Your options are A. Drowns, B. Hit by school bus, C. Leukemia, D. Treehouse fire.
I wrote drowns, not hits her head. Twohig, drowns. Final answer.
Drowns is correct for 1 point. And your final question, who provides the voice of the titular character in Balto?
Kevin Bacon.
Correct for 2 points.
All right, so if I did my math
Okay,
correct,
and I have David. Oh, what?
I was going to say if I did my math right, I have David at 8, Holtzman at 7.
David at 8, Holzmann at 7 is what I have as well, as we bring it back in the wheel and bring back in Koho for Holzmann's spin.
Heard the Terabithia question. I was like, oh shit, that sounds familiar.
And you land on opponent's choice.
Great.
So we're going to take out Koho and bring in Anthony. Do you need those categories again?
No.
No. You want to go with what we talked about? You want to go the horror route, or you might, or you want to go with one?
It was between yeah, it was between horror and crime, I think. So it was,
either one, I feel like is a good choice. Whichever one you feel like maybe you can get more steals on if you get them wrong. I'll go with that one probably.
Then let's go with horror.
Yeah,
horror. Yeah.
All right.
And Bill, I will have you give Holzmann his questions in the category of horror.
All right, Holtzman, if you are ready.
I hope so.
Okay, your first question. How does Father Damien Karras die in The Exorcist?
I have a guess, but I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, fell to his death, B, heart attack, C, burns alive, or D, his neck is snapped.
A.
A is correct for 1 point.
Should have gone with my gut.
What horror anthology has segments titled The Crate and Something to Tide You Over?
Creep Show.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who stars as Miles Fairchild in 2020's The Turning?
Finn Wolfhard.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What 2010s horror film had a sequel with the subtitle Dark Web?
Unfriended.
That is also correct for 2 points. And your final question, if I'm right here, because there's an extra one. Yep. Okay.
I believe so. Let me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Yep.
All right. Just making sure. All right. The Mask of the Red Death takes place in what European country?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, England, B, France, C, Italy, or D, Spain.
I had a guess and I knew it was going to show up, but I'm going to go multiple choice anyways. France.
That is incorrect, David. For 1 point steal, your options are A, England, B, France, C, Italy, or D, Spain.
Italy?
That is correct for a 1 point steal.
God. I needed that one.
So coming out of that round, I have Holtzman at 14, David at 9. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's what I have.
14 to 9, 5-point game. As we get into round number 3, round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from tonight are animation, Sandra Bullock, crime, biopics, 1970s, actors and actresses, horror, and classics. We will let them pick their categories right now, and we will get back to you right now. We are back, and our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Holtzman has picked his 1 in biopics, his 2 in Sandra Bullock, his 3 in animation, and his 4 in actors and actresses, whereas David has picked his 1 in crime, his 2 in animation, his 3 in actors and actresses, and his 4 in Sandra Bullock. So, David, we will start with you for your 1-point question in crime. Bill, take it away.
All right, David, for 1 point in crime. Who directed 1991's Cape Fear?
Martin Scorsese.
That is correct for a point. Now you're a 2-pointer in animation. What is the name of the saber-toothed tiger voiced by Dennis Leary in the Ice Age franchise?
Five, 4,
So
3.
Diego?
That is correct for 2
Oh,
points.
thank God. Gotta be right. Sounded
And
wrong.
your 3-pointer in actress and actresses, which will give you the lead. Kick it over to Holtzman. As soon as I get there, here we go. 3 points. Actors and actresses. Who appears in the films Higher Learning, Mighty Joe Young, and Ray?
Four, 3.
Repeat.
That is
Sorry.
David's second repeat. Who appears in the films Higher Learning, Mighty Joe Young, and Ray?
Regina King.
Regina King is correct, and David ties it up as we get into Holtzman's first question.
Let me double check. I
Up by
have
1, right?
He has
David
a
at
1 point
15. He is at and Holtzman's at 14.
Oh, excuse me. David 15 to 14, not tied up, but
Just making sure. Okay.
I just was being stupid. Anyway,
Yep.
Holtzman, your 1-pointer in biopics. Who plays T.E. Lawrence in Lawrence of Arabia?
Peter O'Toole.
Correct for 1 point. And we will stick with, now we are tied up, and we will stick with Holzmann for his 2-pointer in Sandy B. The Blind Side primarily takes place in what U.S. state?
Mississippi.
That is incorrect. Looking for Tennessee. Tennessee is the correct answer. So we will still stick with Holzmann for his 3-pointer in animation. Who directed Fritz the Cat?
Ralph Bakshi.
That is correct for 3 points. So yeah, we are in a situation where if David hits his 4-pointer in Bullock, then we send it back over to Holzmann. If not, Holzmann does win the match.
All right. David, your 4-pointer in Sandra Bullock. Are you ready?
Yes.
In 28 Days, what is the name of the soap opera that Eddie and Andrea both share a love of?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, that is your final repeat. In 28 Days, what is the name of the soap opera that Eddie and Andrea both share a love of?
Good match, man. General Hospital.
And your winner, Cameron the Commander Holzmann. Bill, what was the correct answer?
The correct answer was Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz is the correct answer.
Never got it.
So we are going to go to post-match interviews, starting with our second place finisher tonight, David. David, we'll bring in your manager. David, you kept it in there. You know, you had a big deficit after round 2. Not a big deficit, but a 5-point deficit after round 2. And you hung in there. Forced Holzmann to answer some questions. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I'm just like, I wasn't on my game today for sure. There's a lot of things where just now I should have thought of it like that. Like, I don't know, I just had a brain freeze and a few questions. So yeah, all I can say is I don't know, maybe just try to play a different strategy next time, or play it safer. I should have not risked it in some round 2 questions. And yeah. I don't know. I'll try doing my best next time. I can't beat this guy for some reason. But the next time I'll try.
I think he played well. I mean, round 1 wasn't your best round 1, but you were only down a little bit. Round 2, he did really well in horror. You got opponent's choice. You gave him something he didn't think he'd do well. He did well. You did well in family. You went for it a couple times. Let's be honest. You went multiple. You think 5's not going to be on there. It's going to be on there. It's going to be what it is. And you did well in round 3. You did what you need to do to come back. That's a tough 4-pointer, a good 4-pointer. That's a tough one. But you were right there. Honestly, you hit that 4. You put a lot of pressure on Holzmann, and he had a lead for a lot of it. So you definitely put a little bit of fear into him towards the end there. But, like you said, might not have been your best game, but even in your best game, you're putting him absolutely to the end. So, I mean, that just shows how good of a player you are.
Well, David, unfortunately, this is the last that we're going to be seeing you of singles of the year. But when you come back, who do you want to be seeing? Who do you want to be facing?
Nobody. I have no person in particular in mind. I just can't wait to play again.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, David. Now we're going to move over to our winner tonight, Cameron, and his manager. Cameron, you kind of seemed a little nervous there towards the end. How are you feeling?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm getting kind of emotional right now, because this is like the farthest I've made it on my own in this league. Like, this is what I've been playing for 3 years, and to finally have be at the closest I can be to playing for the singles title without playing for it, and not to just have gotten it because Boatman cashes in a title shot and says, I want to play against you, but to earn my way there, it just feels really good. And it validates that I'm as good as I think I am at this, because I was very nervous going into this. David gave me 70 movies to study, and no one not named Mike Hanley can watch 70 movies in 2 weeks.
It's true.
When I said I watched Sleeping with the Enemy in a public park, that wasn't a joke. I watched it at work on my phone in a park because no kids showed up that day and it was on Disney Plus. But to like have just all this work validated feels really good. And then round 3, I studied Bullock hard and I was ready to take Bullock for a 4. And then I went, nah, I can hit a 2 in Bullock and be fine. And then you asked the question, and the fuck the United States of America.
Agreed, but also, honestly, we could have said maybe it would have worked out better.
The moment you asked the 4, I was sitting there and I was going, I should have done it because I read that not 20 minutes ago, and I knew that if David hit that 4, I was fucked. Because if I did a 4 in actors and actresses, that probably wasn't going well. But I am so happy. I am so thankful for everyone who believed in me and helped me get here. Seriously, great match, David. I was very nervous going into that. You will absolutely be a #1 contender soon. But yeah.
Holzmann, on that topic, we don't know exactly who you will be facing for the #1 contenders match, but you know who is in the picture. Of the people who are on that side, who are you like, it would be fun to face them?
Third time. That'd be nice.
No, that didn't go well the first 2 times.
Yeah, let's win the rubber match this time. Why not?
I want Bar, plain and simple.
Oh, we always.
Like not to be every Warzone player who wins a match and goes, give me the champion or like the greatest of all time. I want Bar. I think me v Bar would be a great match. Like Bar's a great guy, and I want to prove, like, to make it to play the best of the best in Kaleb Boatman. I want to prove that I can get there by beating the toughest of the tough. And to me, of the people in this, that's Bar.
That's fair. Well, thank you.
Plus Bar's a punk bitch. We want that win. Let's go.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Holzmann. Thank you, Koho. Bill, I think this was an excellent match.
I mean, nail biter is a way I would probably put that. Yeah, that was pretty tense. So they both brought it. I mean, David was down, but did not give up, fought all the way back. Holtzmann a little rattled, but held it together, came out with the win. Good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, David. Thank you, Holzmann. Thank you, Koho. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Bill, for co-hosting. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching. I'm Kaleb Little Boatman. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. See you later.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
You get away?
If it take a minute.
Bye.